Merry Christmas, everybody. I know it's been a while, but I'm going to try something special today. Well, if you're looking at these ingredients, you're probably wondering what in the world is he going to make. And some of you already know, but it's going to be fun. Let's get right to it. Today we're doing Masao's special Christmas turkey cake. And we're going to do things, you're going to see some crazy stuff. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm going to try to do it as faithfully to his as I can. Now I know what you're thinking. That's tuna, that's not turkey. Well, as Masao astutely explained in his original video, a tuna and a turkey are basically the same thing. If a tuna had been born on the land instead of the sea, its meat would taste like a turkey. So, in order to make its meat taste like turkey, it then follows that we just need to take out the water from around the meat, and it should taste exactly the same. And of course, obviously, the only rational way to remove the water from the tuna is to use a blow dryer, as he does. Okay, I don't think that actually did anything, and it didn't in his video either, but now we just take the tuna and put it back into the can without the juice. I guess we could have just drained the juice out into the sink or something. That's probably what you should do, but I'm trying to follow it as closely as I can to give it a true, honest try. Okay, here's our turkey. Now, one thing that's kind of interesting is I've watched his video several times, and I don't actually think that he ended up putting this into the cake batter. There's a part where it shows him about ready to fire up the blender, and you can see him reach down and grab the tuna and put it up towards the blender. But then when his camera goes up and shows the blender, it doesn't actually look like anything got in it. I think he might have spilled it behind the blender, and he makes a comment about how the tuna seems to have fallen behind. But the video is a little low quality, so I can't tell. I believe his intention was to put the tuna into the batter, or his turkey. So I'm gonna do that, and it's probably gonna make it even worse than his version, which, judging by his reaction at the end, well, don't ever say I never did anything for you guys, okay? Now he uses his bare hands to like scrape butter off of the stick and put it into the pot. It looked like it was about 2 tablespoons roughly, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, we're gonna start off melting the butter. Okay, now in the video he like sprinkles a little bit of flour into the melted butter. So it's probably good. I don't think he was using exact measurements. Alright, now we'll set this aside for now. Okay, this is what we're going to use to make the batter. So in goes the turkey. Lovely. It's kind of hard to tell how much flour he uses, so we're just gonna eyeball it. I think there's probably enough left in here for, I think maybe we'll just use the whole thing. Yeah, I think that's about right. Alright, yeah, so I forgot to say eggs. Uses 2 eggs. And hilariously, in the video, if you watch it, he cracks open one and throws the shell away. And then the next egg, because he gets the yolk over his fingers, he doesn't like that, it kind of grosses him out. So for the next egg, he actually just throws the whole thing in there. So I want to be honest, so that's what we're going to do as well. Okay, here's number 1. And Yeah, number 2. I'm not exactly sure how much water he used, but to me it looked like it was about 3/4 of a cup or so. So we're gonna just kind of go with that. And of course, the most important ingredient of all. Oh. Oh. I'm getting weak in my old age. There we go. And he dumps a little bit of vodka in there. I think that's good. And then, of course, he takes a drink of it himself. Ah. Maybe it was to protect him from the radiation in his kitchen or something. Okay, so this deviation, I'm going to use this to mix instead of a blender because I don't think I have one. I'm gonna need to flip the phone around.
All range mode.
That smells pretty bad. Yeah, I definitely smell tuna. That's what I smell. Alright, now we transfer the batter into the pot. It feels kind of thin, but that's okay, I think. I feel like I used roughly the same amounts as he did. Maybe my pot's a little bit bigger, maybe? I don't think so. I think it's about the same size. But now we need to put other Christmas stuff in it, as he said. So we've got these 2 hot dogs here that we're going to add to it. He calls them sausages. I would not usually call a hot dog a sausage. I suppose it is. I mean, I suppose it is a sausage. When somebody says, I want sausage, this is not what I imagine. And I feel like an integral part of the process is to cut it with the tuna can, because that's what he does in the video. So we'll see how difficult this is. It's actually pretty easy. I don't know why he was having so much trouble with it. I can do it pretty easily. Alright. And this one we'll just do once. Beautiful. Now it's time to put in the baking powder. He uses quite a lot of this. More than I would use. But I think that's probably good. Now we stir it up. One thing I won't be doing is burning myself. I'm not going to burn myself like he did in the video. So sorry if you came here for that. Okay, I think that's good enough for government work. In the video he said that he would put it in the oven at 500 degrees for like a couple of hours, but I'm not going to do that because that's silly, and we're going to end up with just a black shape of something in the pot if we do that, I think. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that long. I'm gonna put it in, and I'm basically just gonna keep checking it until it looks like it's ready. Into the oven she goes. Okay, while that's baking, we will make the icing. He used quite a bit of powdered sugar in his. Come on. Man, I feel like I should be in Scarface. I think this might actually be too much, but we'll try it. I have to cut lemons in the same method that he did in order to show my respects, you know? It is actually kind of hard to one-handed cut lemons, but us hoarders can do it. And he didn't seem to care about getting the seeds in there or not, of course, so we're not going to care either. Just squeeze the devil out of it. Okay, mix this up. If only I had like a little, I don't know, My Little Pony character to put in here. It's Christmas! It's Christmas time! Okay. I've got a skewer I'm gonna poke in it. Looks like it's actually about done. I think I'll give it about 5 more minutes. A few years ago, actually probably 2 or 3 years ago, a friend of mine and I made a Synthwave cover song of a Christmas song. I'm trying to decide if I should attach that to the end of this video or not. I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna take this out. I think that's probably good. Yeah. I can still like hear it. I don't know if it's the hot dogs, but it sounds interesting. It smells like if you ever made like pigs in a blanket. That's kind of what I smell right now. Okay, I'm gonna let this cool, and then I'll cut it and put the icing on it, and then we'll give it a try. Okay, let's see if we can get it out of there. Oh wow, it's really weird. It almost feels like a pancake or something. Okay, let's see if this works. You can kind of see pretty sure that's an eggshell there. Great. Let's see. Oh. Mine actually came out pretty clean. I mean, you know, clean. I'm pretty sure this is Haram. Wow. Okay. Yeah, mine is definitely like a pancake. It's not quite as thick as the cake that Masao made. It's definitely... yeah. It smells really weird. Again, it's mostly just the hot dog smell. I'm going to cut a piece without the icing, and I'm gonna put icing on it. So we'll try it both ways. Okay. Okay, so this will be the no icing piece. And then we'll just dump icing on the rest of it there. There we go. I should name this cake Rainbow Dash. I think that's the name, right? Now I feel like I need to get a piece of the sausage in there, so actually maybe I'll cut this piece off here. Shoot. Well. As Masao said, I feel like this is the kind of cake that words can't describe. Okay, alright, here's our two pieces. And I got some liquid courage here. Salud. Just so we can be a little bit more festive, I'm gonna get the tree behind me while I try this. I'm gonna try the icing one first. Just because I feel like that's the one that Masao tried, so let's see here. Good piece of the cake here and a little bit of the sausage. Okay. Here we go. I'm genuinely frightened. I'm genuinely scared. Alright. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Alright. Alright. Here we go. Go. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it. I cut so I could grab a napkin because I didn't want to swallow it. The eggshells freaked me out. If it weren't for the eggshells, I could have actually swallowed it. It was, it's not good. It's definitely not good. It's odd though. I feel like that I mostly tasted just sauce, just the hot dog with a little bit of bread. It kind of reminded me of like a pigs in a blanket, except really sweet, very sickly sweet and lemony. But that's with the one with the icing. Now I'll try the other one without the icing. And I'm actually going to try just without the hot dog too. But yeah, I didn't want to swallow the eggshells. I don't know if that would hurt you or not, but it just didn't seem like a good idea. And there's going to be eggshells throughout this whole thing because they got broken down into really small pieces. So this is a piece of the cake here without the icing on it. It's just the cake. No hot dog either. Okay, I'm not going to swallow that again because of the eggshells. It was just kind of boring. There wasn't really anything too vile about it. It was just kind of like the most dry, boring pancake you've ever eaten that has no flavor to it. That's what it tasted like. But I don't want to swallow it. I'm not sure what was in Masao's cake. In his, he had such a like a strong reaction. There must have been something like rotten in his cake because yeah, his reaction was just like super like super over the top, like, and it sounded real too. Like it sounded like he was really throwing up. It didn't sound like he was faking it, but
sorry. Sorry. I'm gonna shut this off for now. Merry Christmas, everybody.
I wouldn't eat this. If it weren't for the eggshells, you could probably swallow it. But I don't know, it just kind of freaks me out swallowing the eggshells, and I don't want to do that. But it's not good. It's not good. So you can see the eggshells all throughout it. See them? They're just spread all throughout the cake, so you can't really eat it. Yeah. Well, that was it for. I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope to get back to making some more videos. I don't know if it's going to be quite as frequent as it was when I first started, just because there's lots of stuff going on. But I'm going to try to be a lot better. And I'll try not to go like months without uploading or whatever, but I really wanted to try this recipe. So there you go. This is the special Christmas turkey cake by Masao. I recommend you go and watch the original video and all of his videos because they are hilarious. And it's just disturbing. I don't have the best house in the world, but well, you'll see what I mean if you go watch his stuff. Anyway, have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy, I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas. I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I loved you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if you kissed me now, I know you'd fool me again. Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Crowded room and friends with tired eyes. I'm hiding from you and you're so wise. My God, I thought you were someone to rely on. Me, guess I was a shoulder to cry on. Face on a lover with a fire in his heart. A man undercover. someone special.